out there in YouTube land? Well, I'll do a little bit different kind of splitting. You've seen a bunch of that splitter down there, and that's been doing pretty good. I'm gonna split these up. Now these are big and gnarly. Oh, welcome to Frigate Jeep, and my name's John. These are big and gnarly, and they weigh more than this old man can even handle. They're not round enough to just roll onto the... I could get them on the bucket, but then I'd be wrestling them too much down there, and I just don't wrestle that much anymore. And everybody gets the big uglies that they don't want to deal with. And I'll show you how I deal with big uglies. It's kind of a little bit of a different wood splitter, but you've seen them a lot out there. I'll show you that. Now see, what I mean by ugly, you got a big limb out there, so you know, split that down, then that'll probably split in half. I don't know how small I'll split them, it just depends. See the big limb on this one here? So once again, you split it down the center, then you crack that up. It's just going to make a mess. This one here is actually heavier than I can pick up. I tried to roll it around, but it's just heavy, so I'm going to split that in half and go to the chunks and hunks pile. This is a splitter we made down at Jeff's probably before I was really, not before I was into YouTube, but before I really started messing around with YouTube. It was pretty much leftover stuff. I bought those bolts, I think. This is, I make all my noses out of railroad track, so this up here is railroad track, and it comes back. I know we did some videos on it. It might be on there or not. These channel steels, this is heavy duty channel. You can see it's a lot thicker here than normal channel, and a lot thicker up here. This might be a 1/2 inch. That's probably about 3/8. I don't know, it's heavy channel. The cylinder I bought a pair of them. There's another one in the back that might even be bigger than this one. And you can see it's got about a 5 or 6 inch bore, maybe 5.5 inch bore on it. There's, I guess you can see my hand. That lets you know about the size of all this nonsense. It's very slow because you're filling up a big area, and this is not a high, this is a low flow machine. I mean, when they first made these were lower, then they stepped them up a little bit more than that. Had to buy the hydraulic lines. I bought this backing plate. It's a 1/2 inch backing plate. So that was $200. I know that. I know my lines were $200. I think my couplers were probably $100 for the pair. The cylinder cost me $200. Like I said, I bought 2 of them. It was just kind of like, yeah, I'll buy both of them. What the heck? The steel was left over. This steel, all the steel was leftover stuff. This was pieces of road plate. Like I said before, that's 1 inch thick here. This might even be better than 1 inch thick here, than a base plate for it. You can kind of see that might be 3/4 there. It might be 1 inch. I'm not sure, but it's kind of a beast. It's heavy. A little skid steer won't pick it up. Looks like I need to clean some mud. It was down there getting hammered in mud, so I decided to get it out and give it a little push. So this is how I get rid of or break down the big ones so I can handle them. And I'm hoping that you guys are going to be able to see this. I'm not a very good operator, so I don't go fast at this, but I don't plan on going fast. Like I said, I know the hydraulics are slow on it. Single way wedge is what I want, because when you get one that's all kinked up and gnarly, there's no point in just tearing the crap out of it. Okay, I just don't believe in that. So single way wedge, break it down, and then deal with it. So let's see if we can't break these down a little bit. Sun's kind of in my eyes here. too bad. I hope that you can see it. I don't know if you can see me splitting them down there. I find that if you set the log on top of another log when you split it, because it's a single point wedge, I think you could see that, it won't drop off. Sometimes they want to drop off, but you can see how that's kind of gnarly for that old splitter of mine, and there ain't no point in trashing. So now I'm just gonna put that bucket back on, put these in the bucket, go to the splitter and try to work on that other container. I moved those wood. I got other stuff going on right now, so I moved the loads of wood that I had over there over to there. This is what I got. I got another one. I don't think that was enough wood to top that off. I kind of don't think there's that much wood in there, because like I said, you know, these are a bit more than a third of a cord. Well, they're a good third of a cord. These are the 275s, and like I said, the way I fill them up. But this one here, maybe, I don't think I'll be able to fill it up like this one. I might be in the back. I don't think that's the way I want to do my racks. Everybody that's selling wood, you put in this rack and then you can just dump it straight out, which is good, but it ain't for me. But if it works for you, you should do it. That's the best. And maybe if I can't fill up the maple, maybe I'll pop a couple of those poplars in there just to top it off to get a full crate and get it out of here. That's oak back there. Those are some big poplars. I should probably roll them out with this machine and pop a couple of those just in case I need them, because I got to split it anyway. So maybe while it's on here, that's what I'll do. And then if I need them, I'll have them. That's what's nice about working over here. See all the sawdust? Helps keep the mud down. So maybe I'll roll a couple of these. There's what, 3 or 4 of them there. And I'll put you there if you're interested, you know, like it. Just hit the like button and subscribe. This is not a skid steer, so I can't just go up to it and over. I mean, it is a skid steer, but I don't put it in that mode. I have the wheels turned, so when I turn the wheels, I'm moving. I'm not only moving sideways, I'm moving, because the skid steer, if you understand these, can go like this. This has got to go like this and like that. Okay, unless I put it in skid steer mode, which I'm not used to it. It uses more fuel. It's just more strain on everything. If you think about it, wears tires out faster. But I got this because it really doesn't tear up the lawn. So, not that there's any lawn here, but let me knock those out. It didn't take too long to knock those others out. So if I get these 4, then in case I need a little bit more, I got to split it anyway. I guess that's the bottom line. And I got this monster on here right now, so might as well. that, now that I look where the camera's aiming, that camera aims pretty wild. Just playing around there, trying to get a twofer. Let me see if you think, yeah, you might have got that. All right, that about concludes this one. As a famous man once said, that one over there, I think I can just roll on. That's only about 20 inches. But you can see some of these with a might have been difficult. This one here probably. That's just easier to do that. Once again, you got mud here. You got all your sawdust. Just throw it over the mud and clean it up later. That one's got a couple little kinks in it. So I'm going to take this off, clean the mud off of it. I probably should have greased it up a little bit more and put it on the skid steer. Get rid of that. Uh-oh, more mud. All right. That's about it. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. It would help me out. It doesn't cost you a dime. It might cost you a dime. I don't know. Your computer, if you put your computer cost in there. It's just a little change of pace on splitting from the other thing. I'm not going to record those. Well, I might record them splitting them up, but I don't know when I'll put them on. So that's about that. So hit the like button, subscribe, and come back for more because there's a lot of crazy stuff here. Bye-bye.